following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
4 down, check, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Mond now off of play action. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On first and 10, here's Mond. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10. Now Mond. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Vikings 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
54. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Heavy. Watch the backfield. Who got 17? Who got...
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long, see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy.